maybe if it's weaker,
I'm team starving out.
Guys, maybe if it's weaker, we can contact the crystal dragon, right? That's got imprisoned, and maybe it's getting stronger because it's not being tortured as much or something. And then maybe we can get it from both ends and kind of squeeze it in the middle.
Yeah, I could try to reach out to it again and see if it's doing better.
That dragon has also been under siege, technically. We're kind of doing almost like a Julius Caesar. We're besieging the siege.
Did you say Julius Caesar?
Caesar. Excuse me. Kaiser.
It's a little bit of
I wasn't sure if you were trying to fit a pun in there.
Yeah,
No, I'm sorry.
Like,
No.
You can tell when he's punning because of the look on his face.
Yeah.
He might accidentally.
Totally right.
No. There was a really cool situation where some place got either besieged or Julius Caesar was trying to besiege it. Somebody was coming to help those people, so he made another wall around his siege fortifications and defended from both sides, and won.
But I can see where Julius Caesar occurred out of that because he was saying siege.
No.
And Caesar, it's like
Tongue twister.
you know the tongue
twister
twisties.
comes
Yeah,
out,
no,
yeah.
I get it.
it's Kaiser, you profligates.
You're a Kaiser roll. You're pro.
Anyway.
You called me a big word. There's a big word.
Prophylactic is the word you went
That's what I
with.
called him, a condom. A condom? Okay. I heard something else.
You're a Festigio.
I heard profiterole. Like, you call him a dessert?
No, that'd be sweet though.
A cream-filled dessert? What are you calling him? Like, I don't know.
This whole episode is unhinged.
We have been deeply and profoundly unhinged.
I apologize, D&D
Yeah.
clan.
And it
All
is
right.
about a door.
Oh,
Back in
no.
Jesus.
See, this is how Tucker gets me shot.
What do you say? I mean, we've been playing for a while. We've had like one roll all night. Like this is what we do. Sorry, Internet. This is what we do. Yeah. We goof around for an hour. We have one roll. We call it a session.
D&D. It's a really crunchy war game.
Yeah.
So crunchy.
Anyway. Okay. So going back to how do you want to do this before put the fez on? Like, how do you want to?
So I'm thinking
how much
at
time
least...
you want to elapse? I mean,
I
how
like
much you want to
wait
narrate,
and-
how much you want montage.
Combo. Wait and then attack.
Well, we
Yes.
at least need a long rest first, because some of us have
I took 3
spells.
damage by catching a lit.
I think a week is a reasonable time to.
To start it out,
5
and then
days.
we'll start.
I'm pretty sure Brad can't sit still for more than 5
A work week?
You know what?
A work week.
I'll take that.
He only puts in 40 hours of waiting.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's his quota. He can't do it anymore than that. He's like writing poetry on the walls. Like
Yeah,
at that
yeah.
point. Like you don't want to be
It's not
with
like
that Brad.
We'll be doing nothing. We're going to be doing investigations of what.
Yeah, watching them, see what they're doing.
Yeah.
how
We
they're
also might be
responding to
wanted
things.
by the city, so we're trying to
Entirely possible.
Entirely possible, but we'll be sneaky. We're sneaky.
They'll never catch a teaspoon with a
We
mustache.
sneak, we investigate, we wait,
From
and then
that,
we
mustache.
start punching.
Okay.
The fact that we have to do this much preparation for the Oddlot's greatest enemy, a door.
A door.
Door.
It's
Horrible otherworldly beings march right in.
well,
Door? We gotta starve this thing out for a week.
could be a
And
tapestry.
release
Could be a tapestry.
behind the door.
with a
is
tapestry.
Oh,
Or behind the tapestry.
No. Yeah. Suddenly, me hands there. He's just like, I gotcha. Anyway.
practical joke.
Okay. So coming back. Hello, Internet, again. I know you caught us in the middle of shenanigans, as usual. Thank you all in the cyberspace for watching, listening, whenever you do. That's super cool. We appreciate you. And thank you, players, for always being awesome and being here and present. Always needed. It's so lovely to see all of you and all that jazz.
Likewise,
Thank
man.
you
Love
for
you.
not being in Virginia.
Yeah, I'm here.
For being here,
Hey.
stay with us.
We love it when you're here.
Okay, and then I guess just quick thanks to Tabletop Audio and Fantasy Name Generators and what else I used? I used Donjon real quick. So thank you for all those interesting cyberspace tools. Thank you so much. And so we will pick up after the explosions and the sirens and the lockdown, you find yourself in a moment of quiet. And you have friends here in Mecklenfeldur, and I think you are going to, I guess, from what I understand, hide out for a little bit, at least a week. So I need all of you to either make a stealth check or a survival check, whatever is higher for you.
Well,
Almost certain that's survival.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Yeah, big time survival.
7.
Are you kidding me? Yo!
Another 31.
Dude,
Surviving.
tonight is your night.
Wait, what?
Look at how you
Okay.
roll.
My
when you're
dice
here
are
with
happy
us.
to be back.
Yeah.
Would you like to use your mug?
Yeah.
I already have.
You already
We
used
have
your
an
mug? Yeah, there's
inspiration. We have an
You do
inspiration.
have an inspiration.
I
Where's
just
your
feel
roll?
like it's gonna be wasted.
Snow's bad, too.
7.
He had a 6.
It's no
Yeah.
good.
Awful. Both had.
did you use your
The
mug tuck?
sorcerers? No. I'm
Fucking tuck it. Mug it, tuck
Mug it up, bro. We're in the
Tuck it,
second
mug.
half
Look it,
of the
look it up.
session.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at Spoosin.
Mug it up.
Alright,
Inspiration.
so-
Toast. Give me.
So I'll pop
not
that.
really, but like, you
Sorry,
know,
man.
Come
You're good.
on.
man on the run is kind of a thing.
Yeah, that's what-
All right, there we go.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
What's your
11.
modifier? The stealth.
Hey, could you have cast pass without? No, you
Or
can't do that. That's for.
Not for a week.
Not for a week.
Not for a week
It was
straight.
either stealth or what?
Survival.
Survival.
Oh, I should have used stealth.
Can we
You have
also
to sit. Which one's
do
the
some
modifier?
investigations?
23. I used stealth.
23.
We gotta find out how good we are at
Yeah.
hiding first, right? Okay.
Okay. So, what'd you get?
23.
Okay. So collectively, despite the 11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was up printing on a rock one day. Don't do
Yeah.
it. Do that.
You got a little too absorbed in like the rocks and just like this is really good for like chafing my skin, exfoliation. Yeah, exactly. Hummus stones, yeah.
His Anders can't come out
so-
from the shadow and pull him back in.
Because you have
And then
all
reaches out one
successfully
more time,
passed
grabs Thomas Snow.
a group check, you have relied on your other contacts you have here in Mecklenburg, namely speaking, one of the brothers who had the I think the armory shop.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, didn't we resurrect
Oh, mother-
one of their family
Yeah.
members or something?
They were mechanical, bro.
Yes. And
Inside
so
the van.
you're kind of hiding out with him and his family, who you did manage to save some of his children from those bubble things.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we recruited that one dude spy.
You sure did.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you did manage to
We
reconnect
are
with
the
him.
good guys.
Yeah, sure.
And so in that section of Mecklenfeldur is a pocket of resistance. So people see you coming in, they're like, they see you, and I think it's Dory Largegut. He yeah, he's like, okay, it's fine, don't worry, like they're cool. And over the week, you're not gonna get ratted out because these people know who you are, kind of, and just who your spokesperson is. That's enough for them to protect you. So,
Hashtag choices matter.
Mm-hmm.
right. And I know that Soot would like to investigate. So during this week-long time span, as the people try to, how do I say it, extract the rubble, undo the damage that you did to all the mines and all this stuff, there is a lot of stress. It's high alert, and the city takes on a distinctly somber feeling. It is not as raucous. Even people coming and going, they're much more quiet. I don't know if you have ever experienced this in actual real life, but okay, just one thing from my personal experience that I will put into this that I think fits here, weirdly, is when one of my first trips to England, actually the first trip I had to England, was just the day after the bombing of Trafalgar Square.
Oh, wow.
shit.
Yes, and I didn't know that because it happened in the air.
Right. Oh, jeez.
So I was in the plane right when it happened. So I get in the cab and I tell him where they're going. He's like, "Where are you going?" I'm like, he's like, "Okay," and and just the look on the people of London, the whole time I was there was just like crestfallen. It's just like it was shock, it was pallor, it was just like I couldn't believe it happened to them. And so that's the kind of feeling that's happening in Megalithaldor right now, is that people are shocked. They're just, what's going on? We were safe, and now our safety has been disrupted. Totally, completely. And it's not just in the safety of their proximity of their neighborhood, but the safety and the trust they have in other entities they have, including the Mountain King Mining Company. You know, this corporation which provides jobs, which provides other securities, provides benefits to the people, and then beyond that, like where was the police? Where was all this oversight? Where was all our safety and protection? So there's now distrust in the larger government at hand of Megalithaldor. So that is the kind of atmosphere we are. Yes.
Are we hearing anything about what has happened to the administration facility?
Oh god.
Yeah.
Which one?
The
one
Chef
that
Nolo.
we
Oh yeah, the
one
one
with the
that
drugs that was on
the
fire.
hell out of.
Yeah.
That still does feel like-
Okay. Make an investigation check.
Oh, okay. That is okay.
I'll help you with that.
Fantastic.
I think I'd like to make my own
Headquarters?
separate
Yeah.
investigation check.
Mayor
So it's
is
like
still
right
high
as
as
long
balls.
as we've got
Got you.
There's like spice and there's salt in here. Brad went.
Bro, they got spice for weeks.
Yeah.
25.
25.
As a counterpart to my other rolls tonight, I've rolled a 4.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Sorry, Alvin. Not tonight. You know, it's just like you got distracted by some cool rocks and things that are happening around you. Some moss and
Yeah.
yeah.
I was like on my way to go like wild shape and eavesdrop. Then I was just like, oh, check these rocks. I've
Yeah.
never seen moss like that.
You've actually
Moss
discovered
rocks.
an interesting night breeding kind of species of moss, which is not usually topside.
Alvin has fully like pulled out a notebook full of like druidic, you know, right? Like someday there'll be like a published.
It'll be in the
study.
library.
Yeah, exactly.
Failing forward. Though, for
Night
you
breeding
folks,
mosses.
you two particularly, the headquarters has been in absolute disarray. I mean, the stories you hear is absolute nonsense. Like you hear like people running around like creating like pillow forts to cordon off their section of the of their research section.
Hell yeah.
Nolo's getting the
Yeah.
big FOMO right now.
Yeah.
What, a pillow fort? It's ridiculous. I had an idea of a pillow fort like at least 3
Yeah.
times ago.
I mean, it gets more bizarre from even there. I mean, there was one of the upper execs like tried to turn a toadstool into like a skateboard, and just like it was just not good. It was just there's just all kinds of ridiculous nonsense happening. No work has been going on for like the past week.
Disrupting things.
Yes.
Good.
However-
That'll slow everything down.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
For 1 week.
Good
Yeah,
job,
for one
Team
week.
Chef Nolo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chef Nolo and his apprentices.
After they have all come to their
Yeah, that's
senses, they
right,
start to
too.
realize it was all the food and all the stuff that's happening. But it did take a week for them to come to their senses to figure that out. So,
Because I got high. Because I got high.
right?
I was gonna cook for
Right.
everyone.
In the meantime, over the course of this week, you have received a communication.
Oh.
The sending stone that you have,
Okay.
it's like vibrating,
Humming.
and it's not Hummek,
Oh, okay. It's somebody else.
it's Brugar.
It's Bruger.
And he's like, "Oi! What the fuck?"
Well, see what happened was there was this door, but it wasn't just a door, right? It's a giant creature. It was just like I was like everyone was right, and then it started eating people, and then we said, well, we need to starve it, and then so what we did then was, and then we blew up another tunnel.
Somehow angry staring is coming through the
Yeah,
throat.
exactly.
How many tunnels you blow up?
Oh, as many as we could. We only had so much dynamite. We tried to save some to hold in reserve, and then we had to, we talked it over. At first we were thinking half and half, and then like 60-40, and we decided we've kept about a quarter in reserve anyway. So
Good job! Oh! Oh, I wish I could have been there.
Oh my god. I mean, tell an eco-terrorist you blew up a bunch of tunnels, right? Like,
But, are you good? Do you all need help?
absolutely. Like, everyone's like, say yes.
Okay, so I will come. Hummock is not in shape for this. So, Brugar will come save the day, and I will come. And he hangs up.
How
Brugar, everybody!
how is he going to help?
Well, he's very enthusiastic, for starters.
Oh, good.
Isn't he
No,
like
what-
from here?
What do we know
Or
about
something?
Virtually
The doll's tight.
Not very much, do we? He's a member of the Sanguine Diamond, though, right? Yes?
Well,
Or...
you don't know that. You know he is a paladin Bahamut who was originally ordered to extract Hummock. That's what you know.
Okay.
We also know he cheated in arm wrestling.
No, we cheated in our
We
No,
cheated.
no. We
No, I
played above the
definitely
balls.
tried to give you a hand
Yeah,
up there.
You probably cheated, not me.
No, we did.
He
I'm telling
definitely
you, I
did.
frequently
Anyway,
cheat when
the
you
guy
get into
sucks,
pointless
and I hate him
contests with
very
people.
much.
Oh, I don't know, Nolo. Sounds like you're afraid of more competition with
Would you
him.
shut up, Snow?
Well, look, all I know is
Tell him
any
if I
friend
did.
of Hummock is a friend of mine.
Excellent. Okay, so over this week-long span, where lockdown has been imposed, and people are very crestfallen. They're still doing their daily routines as one does in times of immense tragedy. You just go through the motions. A curfew has been imposed, so after work times, everyone is ordered to go home. There is no after work activities. Businesses are suffering. Bars are suffering. Just economics in general. So that's so over this week, if you wish to, what do you wish to do?
Brad is going to cast Goodberry as many times as he can.
Okay.
Shapeshift into a very small creature that can shove lots of those berries into its mouth. And then scurry around to the least fortunate houses that he can find in the vicinity and leave good berries on their
Brad, the
doorstep.
Goodberry Fairy.
Yes, the good berry fairy.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
That's
That's
very
instantly
noble
what
of
popped into
you.
my head.
That's
I don't know. I'm like, I guess that's
so
what Brad wants.
wholesome.
It's Brad. He's a hero.
Boop, boop, boop.
Gotta take care.
Oh! That's twice Brad saved who's ever's ass.
Okay.
First one was red.
So So as you do this, you leave like good berries around different doors over the course of the week. Sometimes it's food extraction immediately. But when that happens, it's usually from a child. And other times, as you look out later, it happens later in the day. Sometimes from an older person, like looking around, like what's going on. Okay, that kind of thing. But people always take it. And so over the course of the week, do you want to focus your deposits, so to speak? Do you want to like target particular households or
just the ones that seem to be struggling the most? The ones with like the children
Okay.
or like who you can tell,
okay?
the depression is just oozing out of the windows.
Maybe,
Right,
maybe we
okay.
can use our contacts. You could figure out.
Yeah.
So I heard talking with Doyle. Yeah. You leave a bunch of food out, and it becomes habitual. After the end of the week, how they I don't know when it stops eventually. They're like, what? Look surprised. Yeah, because they were expectant and joyful. That's something that happened.
Yay!
Yes.
Brad, help.
Okay. Other folks?
Much like feeding wild birds.
Right.
They get dependent.
The gear will stealthily monitor the mines, make sure there's no rubies Sorborel moving anywhere.
Investigation check.
Investigation.
Yeah, buddy. I'm sorry, man.
Can I accompany you and help?
If you're stealthy enough.
We're sending in the creature from the Black Lagoon to kill off workers. Just
I love your
Lizard,
disappointed
please.
face.
The creature from the Black Lagoon and a jester with jingle bells on their feet, practically, like in comparison.
Investigation with advantage.
We're gonna send the monster and the
Investigation.
My
scary
stealth is
guy,
plus
you know?
17.
Yeah, no. He's pretty stealthy.
Investigation.
That's good.
Plus
Half
0.
hour bubbles
So that's
up.
12.
Okay. So you're looking for the comings and goings of the mine?
Just to see if I see any shipments of ruby silver.
Okay. No, you see 0 shipments of ruby silver.
All right, it's working.
You do see many people go into the mines. They're trying to extract it, trying to excavate, trying to repair. But you do notice that less people come out.
Can anybody keeping a tab on the door if it's eating people yet?
It's probably snacking. I mean, it can reach through the mines and just grab it. Probably.
Can I start digging?
We should observe the door.
Just like I want to become a small creature. Maybe like a.
I want to join you. I was thinking about this too. Something like a badger or something.
Badger,
Something to
yeah.
burrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll just go through and because I can burrow straight through rock, and we'll just go and I want to make just pilot holes towards the main chamber,
So you want like
so that we'll
peeping
know
holes
where to go once we decide to make our full assault.
And you can kind of
So we can
scout
drop
it out
right
as
in
well,
there.
and then just
Okay.
dynamite in there if we needed it.
So over the course of the week, you make these small like incisions, you know, like these test holes, right? All along from where you knew the door was, where to. There is a huge labyrinth between the door and eventually what happened to be a large chasm, where there is no more like other labyrinthine structures as you can glean, but it is large. Make a perception check real quick.
This is beyond the door, like where we
Yeah.
haven't gotten
Oh, yeah.
to. Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
just making sure.
Because he's testing above the ground.
I'm nat 20 and then I have a ridiculous perception.
Oh, dude, that's like a 35 or
Okay.
something.
Plus
Okay.
15.
Yeah, 35.
Okay.
Nat 20. Perfect.
What's with these perception rolls?
Wow.
Yeah, perception buddies over
Perception buddy.
So, this chasm is a very large, obviously, cavernous opening. It's roughly, I would probably put it at, you know, maybe like 90 feet long versus like 180 feet wide. It's pretty very large, right? And the way the echoes resound from your, you get a sense of that kind of spaciousness. Inside, how do you want to like look inside?
I have blind sight.
That's not gonna get through rock.
Do you have dark
I'm sorry, man.
vision?
Blind sight. Creatures without eyes.
Are you saying, is he trying to break the rock's crust? Is that what you mean?
Yes.
Are you trying to get all the way directly through?
I
Take
am.
a peek at
I'm
the-
going slow. I'm not quickly trying to transport. I am trying to make precision cuts so that we don't breach that chamber with the door.
Okay.
But I know when I get close to it, so we're like, I would be
Okay,
stopping and
okay.
listening, right?
Would you be? So you can.
So you get close enough. There's maybe like 6 inches of crust left, right? And you feel this immense psychic torment.
Ooh.
Like palpably so. Like so much so that your scales is like almost like, you know, goosebumps.
Dragon goosebumps.
Yeah. And down below in the center, you feel that there is a gem dragon contained, restrained. Very, very weak, but still there. And this is the same gem dragon that has contacted you.
But it's right here. Right here. Where are we exactly? Like, is this
Past the door, past the labyrinth.
past the door, past the labyrinth?
Yeah. So here's the door, labyrinth,
Uh huh.
down here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I could make a tunnel that came down through to this spot.
You could.
Alvin, do we go back and get everybody? I explained to you what I feel for sure, but like,
Think so.
is this where we? Is this the confrontation right here?
I think so.
All right.
Whoops.
God, Josh.
Thanks.
I
Running
Man,
comes
open
from
over
the
here.
deep.
We all know what Enola was up to all week. Raiding wine
We're rolling
cellars.
5 days of carousing. Stealth missions to get booze and then carousing.
I start to think about like reaching out to the dragon, and then I stop, and I'm just like, I don't think we don't want it to know anything. If it's in its mind, we don't want it to know that we're coming. Let's do a surprise attack for real.
That makes sense.
Don't we know that the door knows where we are, though? Sorry.
Well, yeah, but I'm hanging out with Alvin. I'm trying to figure out. So we can talk to it before we go in.
I think you're right. The most sensible option is to be cautious. We don't know whether or not that creature is in contact with the dragon or not. We don't want to tip it off if we can prevent it. I mean, we don't know how closely it's been able to follow us, despite our various efforts throughout this last week to stay hidden as best we could. But yes.
Let's go back.
Let's.
Yeah, so we head back up through this tunnel, but we're kind of like leaving markings so we know exactly where to go.
Sure. Okay. Other folks wish to do something during this week?
Yeah, no. I'm gonna carouse for the 5 days. I'm gonna like, but not in the sense of getting messed up, funky towns, but like this little conclave that is here, that's also like supportive to our cause, is going to be interacting with a level 19 paladin helm. But I'm not gonna be a stiff paladin. I'm gonna be that fun one.
You've got that tankard of never-ending alcohol, basically.
So
you can arm wrestle for
You're trying to gather some
beer.
report?
Yeah, so what I'm trying to gather is like a kinship with these people. I want them to love me.
A morale booster, too.
Yeah, it's a morale booster for the people here. Because eventually, I mean, maybe sometime we'll need to call upon these people from this very dank place.
Snow's gonna help you with that.
Oh yeah, pretty boy Snow and awesome man.
I'm just picturing a week of carousing with the Nolo and Snow.
No, I think like maybe
the
Snow does
Nolo party
the
bus.
Snow Nolo.
Nolo.
So, dude, like one of the days you can do like makeovers for people, and then the other days we just do fun arm wrestlings where I lose all of them, except for like to that flipping paladin.
No, you gotta like win a couple up front so people know you're a legit challenger, and then you start.
I mean, my muscles are jacked,
Yeah.
dude, so I gotta like bound the gnomes, right? Anyway, that's what we do all week. Okay.
Clearly.
Bomb the nose.
Oh, okay, so over the course of the week, you are engaging with the people, and you're bringing smiles to people who were really dour, really down, and even if it's momentary, it was genuine,
right?
So you two managed to bring some vitality back to this section of Megalon Faldur, and really establish more of a rapport with the people here, and just really cement not just your relationship with them, but with each other.
There's a dwarf, and he told me all about his job smashing rocks. Quite fascinating if you think about it. I mean, that's what he loved doing. I really liked him. His name was something Stone Hammer.
You forgot his name.
Yeah, I mean, I was smashed all week. Yeah, I forgot his name.
Okay.
You showed me his face, though. I mean, I love the guy.
So...
Wow.
Anyway, you have managed to make a couple of new contacts.
Awesome.
So, you have met a female dwarf named Thali, and she got drunk the first night with you. It didn't take much. She's a scholar. She's not a drinker. She's just like, whatever. This is brand new. You know.
Some of the best drinkers I know are scholars.
Well, I know. Not here though. yeah.
Not in this instance.
Yeah. Not this instance.
Fantasy, not reality, Chris. Damn it.
But she has thick gray hair and hazel eyes. She has a very thin mouth, and when she's talking to you, she's talking about the explosions, and like you see in her eyes like this kind of glint, like she's super excited to shoot it happen. And she goes, you know what? If I would have had those explosions, I would have packed those halls full of more dynamite, because you know what? I'm the best.
Girl, you are the best. And you know what? I'm the best too. And keep going.
Keep going.
No. And she continue is just like,
Let me tell you something. My friend, he tried to punch the dynamite in, and he's stupid. I really hate him a lot.
no. I would have butt kicked it in. You know.
You would do it too, because this other guy, like I said, he's stupid, and you would do it so much better because anybody can.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yes.
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 Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm drunk.
Me not. I mean, I'm getting there.
Yeah.
You okay there, Thalia? Oh, well,
I mean, that's
she
a
said she had to
Goliath
check.
drinking the dead
She
one,
said
so
she had to bill.
said She was better. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm good.
So she's good. And
And you
she
said there was another guy, though.
Yeah, so she is a scholar, and she did talk about before she got shit-faced, her stint with the Bureau of Magical Defense, which is where the ruby silver is refined, right?
Yeah.
So
maybe you can explode things with her.
yeah, so and based upon personality stuff, you know that she likes to blow stuff up, and she is extraordinarily competitive. Yeah. The other person, because of your roles and this stuff, is Kada, and he is a male dwarf priest. He has long blonde hair, amber eyes, and he worships God, with the god of the forge. And he's just like, this week has been a lot. You seem okay. Okay.
I'm okay. I mean, are you up for a game of 3 Dragon Ante?
No.
No, I mean, you look like the guy that's up for it.
No. I have one vice particularly, and that's alcohol. I'm not going to gamble.
Alcohol?
Yes.
That's one of my 7 voices. Let me show you something. And I pull out a cup, and I go, what you drinking? Well, this is what you're drinking. And I pour my the cup into his cup. Keep talking, my
That
friend.
is astounding.
No, quite frankly, it's.
How is that manufactured? How is that forged?
I've never asked. I mean, quite frankly, it's great. Oh, I don't ask.
Almost like keeps making booze. What do I care?
Yeah.
No need for
I'm
it.
pretty sure these were gifts from the Spoonmaker's daughter.
3 years ago.
3.
Or more, man.
Yeah, more. Yeah, totally. So it is definitely from Topha Steindaughter. Okay, so his name is Kada.
Kada. Yep.
And
Forge
priest.
god.
He's a priest. Worships Gond.
Vices are alcohol.
Yep. Places alcohol. So those are the 2 contacts that you have made during this week-long excursion. Other things?
I'm gonna, I was gonna say one of the things I guess I would look into is trying to help our friendly dwarves refocus. Like, if Ruby Silbro is no longer something that can be mined here, what could you extract to keep the mine and the whole dwarven underground here in business? Iron, copper, gold, silver, gems, mithril.
Reuse your skills some other way.
Who do you want to talk to? Do you want to talk to like a group of people? Do you want to talk to particular individuals, or just random strangers?
All right, so I would start off asking the people we're staying with, because they were miners, right? Mechanics and miners. And then, trying to get a sense of, like, what did the mine used to harvest back in the day before this whole Ruby Silbro?
Right, okay. So prior history is, yes, before they found the Silverol, the mines were essentially for gems, like rare gems and rare metals. So, and those things totally exist, still do exist, and they are harvested, they're deposited in different places, they're just not emphasized like Silverol, because the Silverol is this commodity which has this, kind of insidious kind of or infamous reputation to it, and that's what makes money. So other things have been sidelined. So whether it is rubies, emeralds, diamonds, gems, or gold, silver, copper, whatever that stuff is still in circulation. It's just not talked about.
I guess what I would do is say, I'm not a thinker, like I don't know, I'm not quite into some super higher end of that. But I would try to inspire people to start to refocus and redirect, trying to be charismatic and helping those that seem to have the best ideas to
make a persuasion check then. Okay.
I see you in a lake
Adventurers
of
always
Brian.
need diamonds.
And you're like, always look.
Yeah, and maybe score some diamonds for ourselves.
Sorry, don't cry. That's what you're doing.
28.
Okay. So, given it
I'm sorry,
is
31. What? I can't add. Sorry.
okay. Still, even you're trying to convince a lot of people to change their way of life, and you manage to convince about half of them. Because there's a lot of people in the section, and even the people on your side, they want to change, they want to do stuff, but there's still a large number like, well, this is what we've done, this is what makes money, this is what we know. So it's kind of like 50-50 at this point. But you do make progress with a lot of people. So I mean, you get the sense that even going forward, if more kind of changes were to happen, people would be open to the idea of adapting and changing and evolving and rolling with the punches, so to speak. Anyone else wish to do anything for the week? You want to do something?
So, I guess I would kind of pal up with, like, Brad and occasionally ask Snow and Ander for Wish just to, like, help minimize damage from us blowing shit up to, like, the general populace.
Okay.
Like, make sure, like, there's medical supplies and stuff like that. Just to,
Okay.
We have
No.
once a day 2 wishes. There's
Yeah.
a lot of
I
good.
did.
Yeah.
I did tally up my spell slots, and I've been giving out like nearly 200 good berries a day.
Excellent. Okay. So between good berries,
I mean, yeah, because you're not casting anything else during the day.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, maybe I would use my wish to help make the other sources of income more feasible.
Awesome. Super cool. Okay.
Creating like extra veins of stuff.
I don't know if it's creative, but just
Distort
opening. No. That doesn't help.
Fuck that spell.
Oh man, that's
Oh
a
my
great spell.
God.
bullshit.
God, that shop.
But how
The
would you
shopkeeper
think
just
of it?
going, that's
Yeah,
funny, I don't
just
remember
like,
everything.
oh, I
being
wish there was
garbage."
suddenly a shitload of bandages and shit to help people with.
a system for them to grow food underground.
Yeah, well, they must have food.
Well, they do.
Well, they've
Yeah,
got
like,
that, but
better,
like,
like strengthening that, because I'm sure they rely on a lot of trades
Fungus.
under the mountain. I
Well,
don't-
yes.
Really?
Yes. I mean, there is considerable like vegetables from up top that is traded and sourced down below. I mean, they have a lot of mushrooms, they have a lot of lichen, they have some breads, they have some other stuff, but other types of nutrients they need to trade that for the top.
they'd be limited on a lot of basic shit, like cloth, water, just stuff.
Well, no, they have spider weave.
Well, that's true.
They have an ocean underwater. I mean, they have that kind of stuff. They have the basics, you know, a lot of it. But the kind for quality of life stuff, they do trade to increase that. Okay, so you're trying to sell like bivouacs as a kind of undo damage? Is that kind of?
Well, you know, and
Understanding.
generally help out the populace that because we did jack stuff up, so
Yeah.
you know, minimize casualties. Stuff like
Okay.
that.
Yeah, as you go and you tend to the wounded, tend to the needy, there are many people who just kind of gravitate towards you because they sense that you are a source of healing. They sense that you are one of Tyr's really good people, and like you know, like not no diminished Ander, but you know that
The angels
you
are
are.
going to appear to you.
Yeah, they are.
Devil's in the details.
They are here to. You are more obvious in your wanting to help people, and whether it is curing people, attending to their wounds, but it's just alleviating other kind of stuff. People's houses were destroyed or kind of compromised, and you were able to like, oh, I'm gonna wish this away, you know, that kind of stuff. You know, I'm gonna fix your house, that kind of stuff. You know, so, and that's super cool.
Thanks, man.
Right.
But hopefully it's not too evangelical priest about it. I wave my hand and the power of the Lord just comes through and saves your house.
Only if you want it to be.
No,
You know,
no.
I wouldn't encourage that.
No, definitely not a snake oil salesman.
Fair enough. Okay. So after this week, make perception checks.
Ooh.
9.
I'm going to mug that.
Oh,
shit.
As am I.
Much better.
What was the roll score? I'm sorry.
Perception.
Perception. Okay, so yeah,
I rolled a 4, so I got a 19.
Dirty.
Dirty 20.
Went from a nat 1 to a 26.
I also added that one. Yeah.
Went from a 9 to a 9.
It's so nuts.
14.
Dirty 20.
14, 20.
Also dirty.
9.
8.
Okay.
No, let's do something.
Okay.
Smashed.
A lot of cruising. Yeah, you got it. And so over the course of this week, you notice that every other day, the mountain shakes, and it is and each one is progressing in intensity. So the first one is kind of like a rumble, kind of what you felt, but just a little bit more intense. And the second one, you feel like more shaken, like rocks and dust start to shatter from this, come down to the ceiling. And the third one, it's like kind of like moving around, like you almost have to keep your balance in order to stay on the ground. So that's.
Is it going to get worse?
And it's from Alvin. I assume you shared this.
Yes.
This is the entity's anger growing. Its hunger is growing.
It's working.
Yes. His voice has been magnified, and it comes to a point where all of you realize the undercurrents of the mountain. You hear a voice saying, "Sober." What do you want to do?
Well, when Alvin and I get back from our adventure, digging diggy hole, we're just gonna get everybody together and be like, we found it. We think we found a way around the door. And I'll kind of pull up a map of where we've dug with an illusion, and I'll with symbols of where the gem dragon is, about what I could sense from the area where it probably is going on. I think this is where we fight the battle.
I got a quick question about logistics here. You tunneled a bunch of holes down it. Will it fit me?
When we go down, this is just a pilot hole, like
guide wire.
yeah. And now we're gonna follow that guideline down, and I'll make a big hole.
Ah, I see. So you will be making a hole that will fit me.
A dragon-sized hole.
Great. Okay. That's all my only question. I'm down for it.
So,
Yeah, if we fight him down there, we might be able to free the dragon, and then we'll have a big ally on our side.
that's what I'm thinking. Like two, maybe 3 dragons.
It's possible.
At once, fighting with the rest of the Oddlot.
Yeah.
That could-
one time I
that could
fought
do
in the
it,
middle
right?
of 2 or 3 giants.
Whoa.
I could do 2 or 3 dragons.
So, bro, I just had like an idea. Can I be a dragon?
I mean,
Like, whoa, Brad wants to be a dragon.
How does Brad be the dragon?
No, bro. Like, wish me into a dragon. Like, can you do that? I mean, become a dragon too.
yeah.
What level spell?
The true polymorph
Is it wish?
is at a wish level spell.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
Are you
But it's
thinking?
not like just a single day of spell, right? Like,
right, but you can't wish that spell without consequence.
Yeah.
oh, is it
Yeah,
that
you
big of a
can-
deal?
It's a 9th level spell.
If you don't do
Wish
it
can
or
only
lower,
recreate 8 or lower without getting into the
The only way that-
territory of casting wish.
So do it.
The only way that I could do that is if I undragon, which
You'd
I'm
have
not
to
willing to
undragon,
do.
cast
Oh,
it
that's a
on right.
bummer.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, Brad will just pretend he's a dragon.
Alvin, you can do it now, right?
I don't have true power.
Not true polymorph, but you can turn into. Didn't you say you could turn?
Oh, I can shape change it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can be.
Yeah, but
I
like,
just can't make anyone else.
Brad hasn't studied enough druid stuff to be able to like.
Oh, not even close.
Yeah, no, man. I've been like watching you work,
like
but
Alvin, like
it's,
very rudely, like, oh, you're so far away from being able to do that.
Yeah.
It's possible you might never be able to do that. Actually, yeah,
It's
pretty much it
impossible.
is impossible for you to ever do that. Shape
Impossible.
change is a 9th level spell.
Oh yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah,
Brad,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
just
yeah.
not for
It's
you.
just not.
We each choose our own paths.
It's cool, bro. It's cool. I just like Brad was just like having a moment of like, what if we're all dragons? Like, what if we're not all sea turtles, but we're all dragons?
No, I'm very okay with being a
But,
Nolo.
like, yeah, we'll just be sea turtles, bro. We'll just
Yeah.
be sea turtle. It's cool.
Okay.
What's the handsomest dragon?
So are you descending? What's the plan?
Where,
Yeah,
are we
we-
aiming for the blue
Let's go. We're going.
dragon?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to Gem Dragon.
Oh, I didn't hear it.
Jimmy.
What is that? What is that?
Tipping the scales. Okay.
Whoa! Wow!
Okay.
Okay. We're not getting any
Yeah,
combat in.
I'm ready to go.
We tried.
So
I'm ready to go if you guys are.
We'd start a fight.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. We're about to instigate.
We'll go to the spot where we started digging through.
Okay.
I'll start off with a person-sized hole, and then dragging up slowly until we're walking down comfortably behind me as I burrow it 40 feet, whatever, around.
So as you're digging through, you get to the section where you dug your pilot hole, right? I assume you're gonna excavate so you can see visibly.
Okay, like I think it's right past here. Do you want to just? How do you want? How do we do this?
Do we know what's on the other side? Did anybody take my advice? I certainly didn't.
Horrible door monster and a gem dragon.
I know, but are the cannons and dwarves?
Oh, not down
and
here, I don't think.
No,
They'd have to go through the door.
And the labyrinth.
we're beyond the door.
Yeah.
It went
Way
door,
past it.
labyrinth, chasm.
Yeah, we dug way past, and that's how we found.
Oh, okay.
Gemini.
Basically made like an ant tunnel
Okay, I'm sorry.
system all throughout, like putting feelers out and really figuring out where this was for like a whole
Yeah,
week.
Soot and Alvin spent a week digging
Should we-
too.
should we
to figure
then-
this out?
Go for the dragon then.
Yes.
Yes,
So-
yes,
so-
okay.
That's-
Free the
yeah.
dragon.
That's where we're going.
Yep.
If we leave the dragon there, the monster could like eat it for power, and that's like so.
No, I
not
understand that. I just thought we were attacking the door first. I'm sorry. I thought we were attacking the door to get through it to get to the dragon.
I think we're trying to get to the dragon, assuming that the door creature is going to attack us once we do that.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's
That's
Probably
just
not.
changing where the fight will
No,
be.
so the thing I'm sensing past here is horrible torment, horrible, like, just the worst feeling psychically.
Like, is it like the door though?
Whatever that thing is, I assume it's the one doing whatever this is
Yeah,
to
the
the
door's
dragon.
probably a projection of it.
Yeah.
So
Let's go.
we're going for the whole beastie this time.
Say the word and I'll.
Brad will cast Bless on pretty much the entire party. I'm gonna upcast it right before we break into the.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. I'm charging up my breath weapon, and I want to like, punch through dig through, and have like less than a second of look, so I don't,
you don't hit the
shoot
dragon.
the gem dragon, and just start blasting.
You
Can
might
I-
want to change that once you hear the description.
Oh boy! Oh boy!
Let's
oh
do
boy,
it. Then
boy,
I
boy,
start.
boy.
I start. I
He's-
like.
you have
jump
prepared
down.
action.
Okay.
For
I
that.
rip through the
Okay.
thing, and I'm like,
Okay.
And I'm charging up my laser.
Awesome, man.
what happens? What happens? What happens? Oh shit!
Okay. Anybody else want to buff or do something before you all?
I'm gonna start counter charging.
Good
Okay.
choice.
Does that concentration?
It's an action.
Oh,
You
God.
perform until the end of your next turn. During the time, you and any friendly creatures within 30 feet that can hear you gain advantage on saving against being frightened or charmed.
Okay, so it's just one action.
Yes.
I'm gonna go ahead and pop my Crown of Stars as a prep because it's the most beautiful bonus action standby I could ever
That's
have.
another spell that's on my list.
You know what?
Been tinkled there.
I'm gonna throw an aura of purity up. Go.
Do I want to just shape change into a dragon now, so I'm already a dragon?
Yeah, absolutely.
I shape change into. I cast shape change.
Because there's enough room in this space
Yeah.
for you to do that.
So
for sure.
I'll stand a little bit behind. I'll get off the dragon, put on the jade circlet that I need as the material component for that, and I'll look up a CR appropriate dragon to be.
Is it 19?
Okay.
19 or lower.
Oh
it's
my
my
God.
level.
You can
Go,
be-
go,
Are you
Crystal.
kidding me?
Crystal.
Go, Crystal.
That's the purple one you were before.
No,
or is
that's
that
the
one you are
that's
now?
the one I am now. It's the best.
I'm
for-
just gonna
I'm
double
not
check
gonna
that that's how it
nitty-gritty
works.
of that. Like, you don't technically you have to like have met or seen something. Anyway, I don't care. It's awesome.
You know what?
See
I have
anything in there
another
for that.
backup. It's not a dragon, but hey man, like
No, do it.
we've seen a planetar before. That's hardcore.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Do what you want, man. I mean, at this point, I don't care.
The Planetar can also fly. I'm
I'm
gonna go Planetar. Let's have a dragon and a Planetar in a fight, and they're on our side.
I'm gonna say.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
that's
pretty much
cool.
say yes to everything. So here we are.
I'm gonna get on.
Because I've looked that one up to check before.
It can only bite us in the ass in the final fight.
We've seen a higher level of angelic being, but they're above what I can do.
Planetars are
Planetars are badass. I'm gonna shape change into a Planetar.
I'm gonna get on Sid's snout so I can jump into combat.
Blast and launch.
You'll be like a laser guiding me to where I should
That's right.
strike.
That's right.
Every single one of you is blessed. You add a d4 roll to all of your attack and saving throws.
Blessings be upon you.
Okay.
You get
D4.
slapped or otherwise.
I'm so
Okay.
like it. No, yeah.
It doesn't say anything about, in True Polymorph, it doesn't say anything about
Knowing
having
the...
seen it before.
Really?
It says the new form can be any kind you choose whose challenge rating is equal to or less to
I'm
the
thinking.
target.
I'm thinking the druid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shape change is a
Okay.
different
Yeah.
spell in it,
Yeah.
right?
Although it is a
Say
little ridiculous,
Oh,
the
it
idea of
absolutely is.
changing into something you've literally never even heard
Yeah,
of. But
I know.
you
But
know.
it is a
You saw
very
it in
high
a
level- it's
dream.
ninth level spell.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, whatever. Okay. So, as you all kind of, what does the bless look like?
Oh,
This is
it's like
concentration. Pass me the candle.
magical sand going into everybody's face.
Thank you.
Of course it does.
Enter Brad.
Yeah.
Sparkly holographic sand. Like,
Bread spice.
you're not. I've probably had a different visual before, but that fits. That
Okay.
sounds like Brad.
So crown of stars are swirling around you as the dust. So, what's your aura look like?
Right, so I just take a kneel and I put my sword down and I say a quick prayer and everybody starts to shimmer a little bit.
Great. A lot of glitter.
Ooh,
Going in.
So much good.
Vampires have a thing.
Yes. So as soot kind of cleaves open the last little bit of ceiling, you look down at this open chasm, and it's rough-hewn, it's clawed. You see that there are scratch marks all over the inside of this place, of varying different sizes, whether they're thin or they're large gouges, and it's everything in between. But it looks like someone has been a prisoner has tried to escape in all kinds of different ways, and has been tormented forever down here. And as you look down in the center, there is a sapphire dragon, an adult one, large, laying down, its head caught in basically this kind of collar that secures it down to the ground. All of its hands and feet are secured by these prismatic, purple, shining, shimmery kinds of manacles. Yes. On its back is this ectoplasmic jellyfish.
Oh.
And you see these 8 tendrils just kind of wobbling out, sometimes going in to the dragon, sometimes extending out. They are looking around, it seems. They're kind of feeling, sensing. You see a couple look up at you immediately. And there are things that are happening. There in the environment there are stalactites, and there are stalagmites. But it is definitely a kind of cavernous region. It doesn't look like there is an immediate exit, but from your vantage point, you don't really know. It is extraordinarily large. Roll initiative. Here we are.
What do I see that makes me question whether I should start shooting or not?
Yeah.
It's attached to its back.
It's so right because I'm gonna hit
It's
it,
Very close.
right on top of it.
Yeah. There
and
was
we
a
don't know
second
how
where-
healthy it is.
Yeah.
Yes.
No.
Yeah, you don't want to burn
Okay.
Brad is ready to go,
Okay.
apparently.
Wow.
Same
I
here.
rolled in that 20.
What the shit?
What?
Is that 28?
Okay.
Damn it,
Oh my god, 28?
Holy cow.
Okay,
Good,
so-
actually, I'm glad you're going
I
first.
thought you said 20.
28 to
second ago.
25, so
Wow. There's a lot of us.
So, bro,
I thought I was doing really good, but really 23 is down towards the bottom.
Wow.
Yeah.
The lowest
It
is
looks like
the
I'm the
lowest by
lowest.
far
Oh, no.
11.
Oh my
No,
god.
no,
Everything
Tucker,
is-
you have
That's
the
still above
same-
10.
initiative.
Yeah.
What's yours?
And I will. Oh my god.
30 to 25 first?
Yeah, 32. Okay.
I was never gonna win that battle.
Okay, so Brad at 27,
Plus 10.
That's sick.
Ander 26,
I told you I was on this.
I've got a 23.
23. Okay, so Soot at 23.
I think there's a 19.
You got Tucker
219.
Parkinson.
Okay, 20 to 15.
No, you got Tucker Parkinson. Ray.
Okay, so me at 20.
Oh.
19?
Yeah, 19.
Okay.
Prime.
Nolo. Nolo's after Tyrael.
What was the count?
19.
But I have a plus
And
5.
18 for Snow.
Oh my god. Snow, 18.
And then the last one you got's 11 for Trombone.
Still above a 10.
Wow.
The lowest roll was above a 10.
Okay. So, I'm gonna I'm not gonna give you the details. Matt, shut up.
Am I? Am
There's
I
the part of
remembering
you that wants to
correctly?
share because
Yeah.
it's cool stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It is
Yes, 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 yes.
Do we have time
Yeah,
for
I
it?
don't know that we have time to actually start. It's like 10 o'clock.
okay.
Best to not.
Okay.
This is, I mean,
We
This is a
can-
great
We're gonna-
cliffhanger.
We have
Yes.
initiative, and we can do it next week.
am I remembering correctly that when we fought the door, level 3 spells didn't even affect it? Yeah, okay. Alright, cool.
Things
I'm
to remember.
just remembering
To
because that's
remember
all
that.
Brad had.
Yes,
I
yes,
know.
yes,
Level
But-
5
Yeah.
and under spells
But
were just being
we did
so-
talk about that, and if I remember correctly, that if you upcast a spell
It
using a
will-
higher
Yes.
spell, it'll count. It'll go
So
through
you
that.
have
It'll
higher
go
up
spell
above.
slots
I
than
do,
that as a
yes,
multi-class
but that's
person, right?
very limited
Yeah,
in
yeah.
comparison.
No,
but
I'm
yeah,
just asking.
Okay.
yeah, I can do like 6 things.
Well,
Because I've got a
Oh, man.
multi-class caster, and I've run into that slightly.
yeah.
But
so-
I've got higher
Choose to
spell slots than I have
upcast.
spell level.
Yeah.
we have initiative. We have combat ready, and I guess next week we'll have at it, and it's gonna be
We doing a question next week? If so, we should assign it. We've been bad about assigning it.
well,
I think we should get into
Or do you
combat.
just want to
think
go
we should-
right
I think
into
we
it?
should-
go in.
I think we should just
Combat.
get into combat.
All right.
Because it might last
This
more than
is-
one session.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
has
might
been
be a good
good.
one.
Sometimes you get those.
One. Combat.
Yes.
And based on what I have kind of mapped out,
Sorry we didn't get the combat.
nah, I mean,
It means you don't have to
What's that
prep
for?
as much.
But we had
What are you shooting for?
This was fun though. Oh my
This
god.
was a very lots of yeah. The first half
nice.
was shenanigans, second
Bring the
half
kill
also
zone.
full of shenanigans.
yeah.
You were thinking.
Don't take that sitting down. Shoot back.
Yeah, that's breaking the law.
Breaking the law, breaking the law. No.
But yeah,
Sneak attack,
I'm glad you all buffed up because you all are in for something. Yeah, it's gonna be something.
Shape change.
Yeah, it's gonna be wild. We have a planetar in our
Planetar,
midst.
baby.
We have
Be not
dragons.
afraid.
We have level 19 people, and I can assure you it's gonna be a level 19 challenge for you. I can guarantee that.
Alright.
Will the
So, yeah.
odds succeed, or do they
Yeah.
have tunnel vision?
You know,
Find out.
See, you were thinking it. I won't shoot you now because I pre-shot you.
Damn, headshot twice.
You know, those,
That's how I feel every time you're on.
Too close to the walking
Poor
target.
Chris is at me, right? So I have to like aim.
but just so you know, the last time I said this, what I'm about to say, was before the Gideon fight. What before y'all split and like with rolling and stuff like that. Like be prepared and plan accordingly. You know, but now I'm 3 years wiser. So, but so
I see.
That's
plan.
He's out to kill
Plan.
us, everyone. He's out to kill us.
So,
Yeah.
so we're on.
knows what it's doing kind of situation.
Yeah, it has followed your actions in Maglum Faldor. It does know generally what your capabilities of. It does know not who you are, but knows what your powers are and where you are.
Can carouse.
Yes. So and
So
it
he
does
knows
know
you're
that you
groggy.
activate an aura. So come on, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I activated a smell. That's what
Yes.
I did. It's like
Look,
cologne.
man, we did fight it a little. It's not
We did,
outside of the realm
It's
of
not a
possibility.
dum-dum.
It's a
Yeah.
smart
To clarify,
creature.
if I know it, it knows it. I'll put it that way.
Yeah, how about that?
I'll
To
put
make
it that way.
Not vague.
Yeah, to not be not vague.
Hey, eat this, players.
Sometimes
I know it.
Look,
It knows it.
sometimes
Yes.
you fight a
Well,
smart monster.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to fight more smart.
We're about
That's
to.
what it
We're
sounds
about
like
to.
you're
Maybe
doing.
we'll fight it and then
I
we'll
think
go, we
that's
need to
the
fight
appeal
fewer.
of the Cursed Strahd
This is a
campaign,
smart
that
monster.
you're going
This
up
is a
against
very, very
really
smart monster.
powerful
Very
creature.
Yes.
I'm looking
Oh,
forward to it.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if it was like, oh, they're coming. Here, let me attach myself to the
right to the
gem dragon so that they can't hit me without hurting it.
Hee hee hee, hostage situation.
Ha ha ha.
Here we are.
Awesome.
So, next week, ladies and gentlemen.
Be so cool.
Next week. All right. So, good night, Internet. Peace out. Thanks for hanging out.
Internet. We love you.
Wednesday, one shot.
Yeah,
One shot.
Hold on.
Yes. One shot.
Chris, are you gonna be in it, Chris?
Yeah.
Yeah, like a
Good
buzzard.
Gorp or Goop or whatever you're doing. Goop and Gorp.
Goop and Gorp.
Goop and Gorp.
Come and see Goop and Gorp.
Tune
Yeah.
in for
Hi
Goop and
guys,
Gorp.
I'm really happy to be part of the team again. It's Rundar.
The
Oh,
return of Rundar Flashback.
Rindar's coming back.
It's gonna be fun.
Nice. So yeah, and then Sunday we with Ether Flux
Ether
again.
Flux.
Yes, for more stuff, more shenanigans, and then Monday is this nonsense. So peace and love, everybody. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.